Hi everyone, and welcome to day 11. By now, you should pretty much have your nutrition dialed in, I hope anyway, and you should have an idea about whether your brain is unbalanced with regards to different brain chemicals or if your cravings are pretty much emotional. Maybe it's a mix of the two, maybe it's just taking you some time to adjust to a lower carbohydrate diet, and that's fine. If you have had a diet that is really, really high in carbohydrates, it might take much longer than 11 days. So don't despair, you will get there. Just give it some time, accept what it is. You will have cravings ongoingly, even if you're sugar free for 30 days, you'll probably have some cravings later on. So now I'm going to start talking about stress, and stress can be so many things. So stress can be the physical stress that we feel when we're in a stressful situation at work or when we're driving a car or something like that. But stress can also be things like having a disease or even a cold is a stress on the body. Not getting enough sleep is another stress on your body, and those kind of things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about different things the next week or so. I'm going to mix it in a little bit with how to handle your cravings. So we're going to mix it up a little bit. So obviously I want you to reduce the stress in your life. Most stress that we experience is unnecessary and not very useful at all. The kind of stress that is useful is if we are about to be eaten by a tiger alive, then we want to feel stressed. We want to get our heart rate up and we want the blood to pump and get that adrenaline release, and so that we can run really, really quickly away from that danger, for example. And these kind of stresses are the kind of stress that we experience and they peak and then they go down and we're fine again. But most of us actually have these chronic stressors in our lives. So if we're not happy at work, we're going to feel stressed when we're at work constantly, and that just spills over and we might feel stressed 24/7, and that's obviously not helpful in any sort of way. So those kind of stresses, we need to deal with them. So I want to start with saying that don't take things too seriously. Relax about life. Because when we get too serious about things, if something goes wrong, we're going to get really, really stressed about it. If we can be a little bit more relaxed about things and just kind of go with the flow and accept that this is what is happening, now what? What can I do from here on? How can I make it better? And just forget about it. It's already happened. You can't argue with what has happened. You can work on it and you can maybe prevent it from happening again in the future, and you can make it better in the future, but you can't do anything about things that already happened. So try to be a little bit more future focused and just try and find solutions rather than going over the things that are stressing you in your mind over and over again. And actually, laughter is a very, very good stress reliever. So laugh a lot, do other things that you enjoy doing. It's obviously a little bit different for everyone, but for me, it can be as simple as playing with my dogs, go out kayaking, just walking in nature. I really enjoy that, just when it's quiet and all you hear is birds and other things and wind. Talk to a friend, connect with your partner, things that I like doing, or believe it or not, something that I actually enjoy doing is coming up with new ideas that I can, how I'm supposed to help you guys, new video ideas, new ideas for what I can do for the membership site, and so on, and just trying things out. Now, these can turn into stressors if I'm not meeting my deadlines, for example, and so on. But just thinking about and brainstorming and so on is actually a big de-stressor for me. So have a little think about what's fun in your life and make a point of doing something fun every day. Even if it's something that only takes 10 seconds, it doesn't really matter. So for me, that could be like I make a commitment to cuddle my dogs every day, or we just play with them for 5 minutes or whatever. And that's fun, and that is a stress reliever because you are more present in the moment when you do something fun and you kind of put all that behind you. and also make my life a little bit more fun by subscribing to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. I will be really, really happy, and I will be laughing a lot if you do that. So I will see you again tomorrow when I'm going to talk about what a craving feels like, so that you actually know in case you don't. See you then.